Right. Let's get right down to it. Just updating cover live here. There we go. And we're gonna get going here. I'll talk a little bit about some of the decisions I made before we start, I suppose. So I made a couple of changes, not like anything super big yet. There are some changes I've been considering, but haven't like decided to pull the trigger on just because I haven't got enough testing of this post War of the Spark Legacy world. We're just like playing Quad Revoker now because Revoker seems pretty strong. There's a lot less like Delver around. I don't like Saravenger has gotten worse. I mean, Saravenger shines against like Stoneblade and Delver specifically, and Revoker is also good against Stoneblade. And despite Revoker sucking against Delver, it's mostly fine in a lot of the other matchups. Specifically, like a lot of the basically all the Karn decks Revoker is good against. I cut the Mangara because we played the Mangara for memes because I wanted a 60th card. So we're still playing the one Avenger, but I could see this changing to something. I could also see like the 4th Revoker being a little bit too much. We could change that for something, but as always, we're just testing. And I also, what did I do here? I cut the Path for a 3rd Council's Judgment, and then I cut the Sanctum Prelate for a 2nd Surgical, which gives us 5 Graveyard Hate cards, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 3 of which are actually fast. I'm not sure if I wanted like 2nd Surgical or 2nd Crypt, honestly, but I felt like I really like where the Sanctum Prelate was, and I didn't know what I wanted in its place, so I kind of just defaulted to a Graveyard Hate card. I think Storm's kind of on more of a downtick, and I think Red-Black's probably on an uptick, just because of like the higher turn 1 potential to beat the non-blue decks that are just like playing Leyline of the Void and stuff. And we cut the Path because of someone brought it up on the Death and Taxes Discord that like Path kind of sucks a lot right now, and I wasn't sure what to play. I still wanted like kind of a removal spell, so we're playing 3rd Council's Judgment. A lot of these are just very testing the water sort of deals. Like like not a lot of people, or maybe anyone, really knows what Legacy is going to settle in and look like. War of the Spark has shaken things up a lot, and it's definitely not settled yet. So there's a lot of throwing everything at the wall and seeing what sticks. There's another thing I was considering. I was considering cutting cutting the chalices from the deck and like playing other combo hate cards. Maybe like a 2nd Damping Sphere if the post deck really just sits down at the top of the format. But I wasn't quite ready to pull the trigger on that. I still really like Chalice. It's just definitely gotten less good. That's why we cut the 3rd one. Yeesh, this hand. It's actually okay. We have Vile Port Wasteland, but it always feels like a trap to keep like 5 landers that don't do anything, but it says like turn 3 recruit Athali or something. I think I'm gonna keep this. Maybe it's weaker on the draw. Certainly bad if my opponent thought seizes me. We're probably just gonna snap off this Wasteland now. Yeah. I think it's better than playing the Vile here. Go back to turn 1. Right, another UC, huh? The preordain means like Storm's pretty likely. Which means we just want to get this Revoker down as fast as possible, but obviously we can't do anything this turn, so we'll just play Aether Vial, hope we don't die. Could be a couple other things. I don't think Death Shadow plays preordain, right? Could be like Grixis, but kind of unlikely considering they just naturally have. I guess Storm only plays like 2 uses. And just naturally having them both without fetching. Feels more like, oh, it's Storm, alright. This looks pretty good. Adnaz with the land drop left. Oh, there's the tendrils. Just need more mana now. Oh, does that doesn't do it, right? They need... That might do it? No, they still don't have enough mana. Wait, maybe they can piff now? Dark Ritual, 3 mana, LED, Infernal Tutor down to 1. No, yeah, they still can't do it. Hit the Dark Petition. Hit the Dark Petition. They could also just, like, stop and kill me next turn, right? They don't have to keep going. Maybe this hand can't even kill me next turn, though. I don't think this gets there, right? We're just gonna play Revoker next turn and hope it's good enough. Or maybe it does get there. I've not done any math. Apparently it gets there. I don't see it, but I'm definitely not an expert Storm player. Infernal Tutor for a second LED? Ooh, nice. Never mind, they're just Dark Patrol passing. Infernal Tutor, second LED, play LED, play LED. Then they'll have 1 mana. Yeah, I think we just fucked up. Discard. Delta, Preordain, Brainstorm, Bayou. Delta, Brainstorm, Bayou, Volcanic, Misty, Island, Preordain, Duress, discard the Tendril. So now their plan is to piff me, right? But they can't make red if I just turn off this LED without a... They need to find another petal, right? Their Volcanic's in the graveyard. Let's remember this LED. I think they kept 2 lands in hand, right? Oh yeah, and they have 2 Infernals, so they probably can't. Snap shuffled on that Ponder. Ponders again. Should be good. Yes. All right. Got lucky there. Adnaz, not as we learned on our Wednesday stream. Adnaz, definitely not the greatest Magic card in the world. Sometimes it just totally fucks you. I think my opponent could have like stopped at like 4. Going down from 4 to 2 was like kind of risky. Maybe not. They only killed themselves on 2 cards, right? Dark Petition, Past in Flames, or they're playing 2 Past in Flames in the main usually though. 3 hits that kill you versus they were needing just like any mana source. All right, yeah, I might have gone to 2. All right, so we have 8 cards to bring in. How many cards do we have to bring out now? I have not like looked extensively at the sideboard maps. I know that I don't like my Delver or Mirror sideboard maps a lot with this list, so I probably need to do some more tweaking. But I wasn't in the mood for just like planning out a bunch of what these sideboard strategies look like. So what's the last cut? Could cut another Wisp. Could cut the Avenger. Avenger sometimes like Massacre and stuff, so it's not horrible. Could also just cut a Stoneforge, but I like maximizing Stoneforge just because sometimes you want to beat the empty plan. It's probably just like a Wisp. Wisp generally doesn't really matter. What's up, Disposable Hero? This hand is fine. We're going to keep it, especially bottom roll to 6. But not be blown away if we die. Being on the draw is a little bit rough. Dotsies. Yep. Goodbye, Thalia. Ooh, the Crocus is nice. It means we can play around Massacre as well. Also means that we at least have turn 3 Thalia. We can cast the Recruiter and Violent Thalia if we so choose, and if we get there. I should have typed good luck, have fun for the turn 1 kill. Thought he's like, yeah, alright, well, goodbye Recruiter. But then now they're into 3 cards. Let's play Stoneforge. Go get Batterskull, I think. The second one's gonna go get Sword, so it doesn't really matter. I guess it kind of matters because we could get Thoughtseized here. I think I'm just gonna grab the Skull. So I'm probably not going to play around Massacre with this hand because we want to hit the 4th land drop to like play an equipped Sword on turn 4 anyway. And like even if we get Massacred, like we still get to keep a Batterskull. So I'm probably just going to play this Plains. What's up, Lackey? How's it going? Ideally, we just like draw something better than trying to kill my opponent with these equipment because I don't think it's going to be good enough. Going to see Detective Pikachu, maybe a better use of your time on this Friday. Get Sophie first discard. You have backup Stoneforge in case they don't. I don't know which one I wanted to get discarded more, honestly. I guess we'll find out. I think the Batterskull, yeah. We have Stoneforge for Sword of Fire and Ice. Like I don't honestly know which equipment I wanted more, and I didn't really put a lot of thought into it. I think I wanted Batterskull more just to make them like storm me higher because they're so low on resources. But the sword also digs me into more relevant cards. How did we finish last night? It was like we managed to scrape together a 3-2. So now I kind of want to play around Massacre. We'll have enough mana next turn to play and equip, or because we're going to put in the sword anyway. So if I get Massacre in this turn, it'll be really shitty because I won't have anything to put the sword on. But the next turn I can stop playing around Massacre because I'll have a Stoneforge equipped. But I think I just pass here. Opponent only has 2 cards in hand, and I extremely don't want to get Massacred. These draws have not been hot, though. It's a nice opponent to kill themselves with triple Thoughtseize. Yeah, they've been very Thoughtseize flooded, which is good for me, because we haven't really had a lot that's relevant. And they're just, like, really down on resources. Not playing the land is going to punish me if I draw, like, Chalice or Damping Sphere or Athalia. I might actually leave this Vial on 2. Technically correct to activate the Stoneforge, hold priority, then activate the Vial, so I don't get got by, like, Echoing Truth my Stoneforge or some nonsense. I think we're leaving this Vial on 2, in case we draw Revoker or Thalia. Port. It's the only card that punishes me for not playing the land, but I think it's worth it. Leave up the Wasteland, I think. In case they're, like, fetching an Abrupt Decay or something. No! Classic. There are obviously always decisions that punish you for your managing of vials and so on and so forth, but I think it's still probably the correct play to leave it on 2. We just have so many more hits on 2 than 3. Alright, well, they're dead on board. They need to kill me here. And they're pretty low on resources to, like, piff me. And they obviously can't add Nas because they're 6 life. Oh, well, they're passing, then they're super dead, because we're just going to take this Vial up to 3 and crush them. Okay, they concede. We did it! Did we not play a land? We played a land that turn, right? Yeah, I played the Plains. I specifically didn't play a land on turn 3, because I didn't want my 2 Stoneforges to get massacred. There were a couple draws that did punish us there. Can't add Nas off 6 hold might be. I mean, they tried to add Nas us on like 17 life or something and then died in game 1. That's alright. Well, that match went well. I don't know. I guess my opponent just like kept probably like a double Thoughtseize hand, like flooded on them a little bit. Whereas we had enough action. We kept a very like it was like a land, Aether Vial, like 4 moderately relevant spells, including Thalia and Recruiter being extremely relevant. So they had to Thoughtseize me a bunch, and we still just had stuff to kill them with. In addition, they were just taking a bunch of damage off the Thoughtseizes. I think game 1 we just got lucky because their Adnos was terrible. And we had Revoker, because I think they could have killed me the following turn, just like Infernal to Green for Piff or something. I think they might have been like 1 mana short, though. If they hadn't burned the Dark Red, I think we were dead. And even when they did, I think we might have been dead still. What was opponent's deck in the last match? Oh, we just played against Ant. Good that we won, because it's always the worst when you, like, readjust a deck, and you're like, alright, well, we're going to take away some of the cards for matchup X to support matchup Y, And it's like, okay, now we're making our Storm matchup worse because less people are playing Storm online. And then suddenly, of course, you always queue into the deck. Opponent's playing Thoughtseize Tribal, yeah. Thoughtseize using like 4 times in 2 games. Alright. Seems pretty solid. What are we up against here? Alright, letting me know how it is. Playing against, I wonder why... Oh, wow, this is a good draw against Blue Red Delver. I'm curious as to why Delver has, like, seemingly moved back to these Swift Spears. I've played against it a couple times recently. Why have we moved back to the aggressive Delver deck? Yeah, sure. That's whatever. Next turn we'll just cast a Stoneforge, then after that we'll just cast Mom and Stoneforge. More aggro than Terry. But yeah, I'm just curious as to like why we want to be more aggressive right now. Playing Pops makes sense, because you could like pop all the post decks. I guess Swift Spear is just like much better than Terramander in a world of like Chalice levels. I think we still just want to cast Stoneforge Mystic. I think we do just want to get on the board a little bit. They counter our Bolt or whatever this one, the rest of our hand is entirely other Stoneforge Mystics. Yeah, sure. There's a chance I want to play like Mom plus Vial this turn, but I don't think that chance is super high. There is a chance I play Stoneforge plus Vial here. Opponent has 4 cards in hand. We're going to either Stoneforge Bolted and take like 4 damage at least. Do 11. I just don't think this Vial's like coming online in time. Let's grab Batter Skull. We have a second Stoneforge we're probably grabbing GTA with, so... Present 2 multiple threats, I guess. Alright, well, if they bolt 1, at least we'll have the Mom online. I hope we don't get True Named. I might have to get Sword out of respect for True Name. We'll see. Last Blue Red Delver deck with Swift Spear I played against, like, almost assuredly didn't have True Names, though. They were on so many other creatures. I'm not blocking. You can hit me. Bolt the Stoneforge. Yeah. Ooh, that's a pretty good draw. Maybe we'll just play this Prelate on 1. We're at 9 life. We're pretty good. It's a chance like we get popped, but we can also pretty aggressively use our Mom to prevent damage when we have Prelate on 1. How much do I respect the 3rd days? I want to cast this Vial before the Prelate, but like... I think they would have dazed my Mom. And then just untapped and bolted my Stoneforge, but... Again, I don't think risking this Prelate is worth it. No fear. I have all of the fear. I'll block. I'll super fucking block. Yeah. That's pretty good. Alright, maybe now we'll get Sword. Okay, no, they can just concede. We did it! Man, City Pearl are really fucking good against Blue Red Delver. on GT anyway. With the Sanctum Prelate online, we can use the Mom pretty freely to attack into a true name with like a Batter Skull anyway. Well, Mom seems basically unbeatable, yeah. I mean, just like the Prelate in game ones is like extremely hard for them to beat. We have 5 cards. Actually, we have actually 5 good cuts, so that actually works out. Only because I still have the Chalices. I was considering playing different cards over the Chalices, and that ruined the sideboard map for the Delver decks. Let's just resubmit. On the draw, this hand has a lot of good stuff. Definitely wants a white source, but I think this hand's keepable. Put any more of the Carnons on. So yeah, I've only played against it that one time. This hand is keepable, but I will also not be surprised if we lose horribly after never finding a white source. Not exactly what the doctor ordered. Flips off of a Chain Lightning. Good to know it's a Chain Lightning. These vials mean that it'll be easier to try to get like a Stoneforge online. Jeez, is this like the real deal, or do people just like keep playing this nonsense? My opponent's about to like chain lightning me in the face and then attack me. You draw a white source and plow this fucking Arcanist. All right, well that works. Wait. Triggers on attack. This thing's worth so much damage. If I just get Chain Lightning to 14, attacked to 7. I feel like I need to plow this Arcanist over the Insectile Aberration, honestly. Like, eventually we'll deal with it. We have, like, Flicker Wisp and Stoneforge. This Arcanist seems scary now. Gotta respect my opponent Chain Lightning me in the face. That's a lot of Delvers. It's a lot of damage. Please stop. We're just like fucking dead. We might be. Draw another white source to cast this Flicker Wisp, maybe. And they have to like Chain Lightning the Wisp or something instead. Not what the doctor ordered. So if we cast a Stoneforge, it's going to get Chain Lightning. Because like we cast a Stoneforge, cast a GT to try to like start answering some of this stuff. But we know they have Chain Lightning in their hand to deal with it. We're probably just going to Wasteland plus port them. Just take up these vials and put in the Stoneforge and instead go get like a Batter Skull underneath this Chain Lightning, hopefully. Batter Skull doesn't even do it if this flips, right? But like... with the Flicker Wisp, Batter Skull will do it. Hopefully. I wonder if this block is worth it. Oh, they don't attack, sweet. End step. Activate the file. We're gonna go get the Batter Skull. Yeah, we're gonna grab Batter Skull here, I think, because next turn we're gonna put it in and then use Wisp to stop the Insectile Aberration, like to flicker one Insectile Aberration, block the other. So we can't port here, but they can't just like Chain Lightning my... They could Chain Lightning my face and try, but then We should be okay. I think we're good here. Because the Chain Lightning can't even kill the Wisp because it's a sorcery, so they have to go to combat. They attack with both Aberrations. We activate the Vial. Wisp one of them. I guess I could have played this Aether Vial, I'm thinking. Probably not going to matter, but it was definitely pretty free. So this gets flickered. Move to blocks, block this other one. Probably, yeah, ponders for a land. If they have like a find a land and they have a smash, we could be in trouble. I guess we'll leave up mana though. So this guy comes back. Activate this. So I'm probably gonna pour them. What do they have here? Can I bolt the Stoneforge? Oh, Vapor Snag the Germ. That's certainly rough. Let's draw the Ancient Tomb, just like body them. So we're pretty fucked here. I wish I had a file in play that was on one. That'd be convenient, so I could double port and develop this mom, not only single port. Yeah, got super punished for not playing the vial. Was just thinking about that. What's our plan here? I think we have to double port, right? Otherwise this Delver can just flip and chain lightning my face and we die. And then hope we work 5th land and equip. Do they have a bolt? I hope not. I'm gonna pour this other one because I'm lazy as fuck. I should have done it after this Delver trigger though, so they couldn't cast a Brainstorm, but whatever. Flip off of Daze, huh? Which means we're not dead, but it also means we still need to rip this land, or we are dead. Alright, deck, don't fail me now. Alright, deck. I mean, we're still like a Smash to Smithereens away from dying, but... If we don't die this turn, we should be good. We got a lot of mana now for my opponent's mono volcanic islands. Chain lightning my face. They could have just had like 2 chain lightnings that were dead, which is also fair. No. I don't know, we tried. There's always game 3. Yeah, those cards still suck. I'd love to play first. This hand is great. We'll gladly keep. We have like 3 of the best cards in the matchup. Mom, Stoneforge, and Sanctum Prelate. I don't think I want to play my Stoneforge on 2 into a Daze. Well, playing Stoneforge on 2 into like an active Mom, if this isn't about to get bolted, is pretty good. Maybe we'll play the Stoneforge into the Daze now. We could just play the other Mom, though. But that delays us more on just getting this equipment in play and just beating my opponent's face in. Oh, they have to force it. Nice. I'll take that. And no flip. Interesting, playing the land before the ponder. There's some instances where you'd want to, like, take a fetch and then shuffle away the rest. I don't know. Seems like it's pretty free versus Death and Taxes. More Delvers. Alright, we cannot cast this Wisp quite yet, but we can play a Stoneforge and Wasteland my opponent. What am I getting here? Batterskull, probably? The other things are way too mana intensive. Batterskull tilt still, like, we take 2 a turn, but it's, like, still pretty obscene. Maybe these Delvers just won't flip again. Nice. Love it. Love these Delvers not flipping. Opponent did notably shuffle on their Ponder, so. What's this? Oh, that's not that scary. They would have to attack into a Batterskull. They could have a Smash. It's probably another Wasteland. It's pretty decent, too. Probably at a later point, though. I think we're just passing. Flips off of a Daze. Good to know about. Man, I'm really concerned about letting my opponent go to attacks here. Just attack with all and yeah, my thing's getting shattered. I think them getting a Ponder isn't, like, too hot of a deal. I think it's better than, like, plowing it. Let's resolve, yeah. Definitely a very horrifying start from Delver, though. Pretty good chance if they have a Smash Smithereens, we just fucking die. Just smash it! Don't give me hope like this. Move to blocks. I mean, they could just smash it now, too, because the thing has trample, so it wouldn't matter. Or we just get to free kill that thing. Sure. Alright, things have gone from horribly bad because I thought they'd have smashed Smithereens to, like, suddenly very good for us. This is looking a lot better than it was 5 seconds ago. I think I'm going to Wasteland the Volcanic and play him. I should probably actually plow it. Insectal Aberration. What's happening here? They're going to, like, Vapor Snag, force me to use the Mom, untap, and then do something? Yeah. Oh, and then they can attack with the Dread Horde and Vapor Snag the Drum again. Maybe we just plow the Dread Horde now. Also, we can just port instead of Wastelanding. Does the same thing, keeps my mana around. Yeah, I guess I'm supposed to plow this thing now. Power Skull's good at racing a bunch of germs, if this is their game plan. Ooh, thank God. We found a second white source. That's extremely good. I'm gonna wasteland this volcanic, right? Maybe not. I think I want to keep around my lands to actually play around days in the future for like this wisp. So let's go to combat. I think I'm playing. I want to play Prelate on like 2, honestly, so they can't ever shatter my Batter Skull. Because I think we should be fine if that happens. They have 1 card in hand. Like, I think if they just can't shatter my Batter Skull, we just win, right? They can't shatter the Batter Skull. They keep attacking me with Delvers, but we're just like winning this race by a landslide. Yeah, I'll just play this Thalia. I don't think we need to play the Wisp yet. I think they're also just dead, so it doesn't matter. Thoughts on Tomic, if any thus far? I was trying Tomic over a Sarah Avenger for a while, and my thoughts are that it's mostly worse than Sarah Avenger. Pull my face. Wow, opponent's really trying to get me here. Yeah, it's mostly worse than Sarah Avenger. There are definitely like smaller, more contained local metas where it's probably very good. But I think in like the broad sense of the format, there's definitely going to be times where you want to play Atomic, but I've not been like super impressed with it. Nice. go into round 3. Dreadlord is an interesting card. Don't know how I feel about it. It's hard. It's a hard sell to play a format as efficient as Legacy with a card that doesn't accrue any advantage until the turn after you you have to untap with it, right? But it's definitely a powerful effect if you just get to especially because it's on attack, you can cast your bolts and stuff, or even just ponder the brainstorms. I'm just reporting. There should be a you should be able to see the deck list on Cardboard Live. It should be, if you're on desktop, there should be a little thing you can click on, or if you're on mobile, there's a little puzzle piece. But you can also show off the sideboard while we're just sitting here waiting anyway. I'm doing some broad strokes because I don't really know what to expect from the meta. The meta's still in flux right now, so we're hitting a lot of things with a hammer. We lost all of our die rolls today. Do we lose the one against... I know, I guess we only had 2 die rolls, but I feel like we've been on a hot losing streak on being on the play between yesterday and... or not yesterday, between Wednesday and today. Opponent queued and went to the bathroom, I guess. We'll hang out here. Oh, there we go. Sand has opponent mulliganed. We have turn 2 recruiter if we want it. I think it's good enough. I think if this were a plains, I might not keep this. Between cutting path, needle, or Karn. In this meta, what would you go for? I talked about it towards the beginning of the stream, but someone brought it up in the Discord that path actually kind of sucks a lot right now. But I've also never been impressed with the 4-mana spells in the deck that aren't just Cataclysm. I think Needle is probably at a high point right now. I've been considering playing a Needle. Because there's so many Planeswalkers you want to be stopping. But anyway, I think I'm keeping Sand. But yeah, Delver's been on kind of a downtick. And the best Delver, the better Delver decks are playing a bunch of basics. So your path isn't free. Even Grixis Delver sometimes plays the basic island. The mirror path has always been kind of mopey. And a lot of the other path matchups have really died off. I've just completely cut path from the deck at this point. I'm not that sad to see it go. It was always kind of a mainstay because Delver is just always looming, but I think there's more things I want to be attacking right now. Especially if the post decks stick to Planeswalkers and stuff like Thought-Knot Seers and Smashers and stuff. If they're just all in on the million Planeswalker lists, then obviously you don't want more removal. You're already cutting your plows. Noble Hierarch. So we are playing against humans. I guess Peroko knew who the person was. I have no idea who this is. It's pretty good, but usually you want to save your plows for the things that matter in this matchup. You don't bolt the bird against humans too often. Probably maybe we're not wastelanding when they played Noble Hierarch on turn 1. It's a pretty good plot target. Ooh, never mind, we're getting freebooted. Rep source the plowshares. We could recruit a Mom and put it into play. I don't know how good that is, especially because we're taking damage for it. Mom's pretty good at blocking in this matchup, though. This deck has no removal outside of Orzhov Pontiff. But it's also tempting to, like... Is it tempting to do anything else? Like, wasting them is really shitty. Watching this file slowly tick up is really shitty. If we Ancient Tomb, they're probably going to Wasteland us. We'll have Recruiter plus Mom in play, but the clock's not that bad, and they have like 2 cards left in hand. No removal except a one-sided Plague Wind. They play like 3 in the deck, right? Like they play a Pontiff and like 2 Recruiters. It's like Mother of Runes is very good. My other options look very bad at the moment, so... Like, I could, like, go get Stoneforge Mystic and put it in next turn, maybe? Like, that might be better, but also we'll have a Recruiter and I'll be getting up to these Flicker Wisps, so I think, like, just trying to stem the early bleeding is fine. It's a lot of Wastelands. Please don't be Lieutenant. This feels like Lieutenant. Ouch. I'm gonna file on this Mother of Runes so I can F6. Most wanted to grab Revoker and waste the Cavern. It's not a horrible plan. Don't think I'm chumping here. Maybe I am. Maybe we just like can't afford to waste this much time. Or like waste this much life here. Whoa, what do we go to? 11. We have to block a Champion of the Parish every turn. Yeah, maybe we just want to use these Wisps. We can like eventually Wisp this Kitesail out, get the Plow back. Yeah, I think I do want to jump. Oh, that's a very good draw. Huh. So I guess the question is, do I just cast Jite here? Just like Val and Stoneforge cast Jite Sengo? They only have 1 card left in hand now. They could Wasteland me, but then we can just play Caracas, equip the Jite to the Stoneforge. And we'll have like Wisp. That seems fine. I think I want to keep the Caracas over the Wasteland. Assuming that they're going to hit me, because I want double white access. The GT is a little clunky right now. This doesn't feel like a fantastic GT board. That's what I was thinking. But it's a lot better when you look at it like this Champion of the Parish is dead, because I'm going to Flicker Wisp their Kitesail and get back my Plow. And then GT takes over pretty well. Also, just like Mom blocking, holding a GT or something is very good. It does just like totally stymie their aggression. I think it's a fine GT board. I think it's a better GTA board than a Batterskull board. They just send the big ones. Oh, that makes sense. I'm just gonna get the free block. Might as well get the Exalted point. Yep, Wastelanded. Meddling Mage. Doesn't do anything here. I guess they could name Plow. Yeah. So now we can put the sword on the Wisp, right? Or put the GT on the Wisp. Wisp out the Champion and makes the Lieutenant bigger. Yeah, I'm going to flicker the Champion to reset it. Actually, no, I'm just going to flicker my Stoneforge. What am I doing? We're just gonna like also go get Batterskull. I don't think the champ matters like a whole lot. I think I just want to put in this Wisp main phase, flicker the Stoneforge Mystic, go get like Batterskull, and then equip the GT to the Stoneforge. Yeah, not equip the GT to the Stoneforge, sorry, equip the GT to the Flicker Wisp. So I can block this Kitesail Freebooter. Or attack over a bunch of like gigantic ground dudes. Really boned if he finds this Orzhov Pontiff, but that's life. There's only one in the deck at this point, and by next turn we can play around it reasonably well. Let's go get Batterskull. Alright, that's fine. It's a lot more annoying in terms of this thing attacking, but it still can't attack. So now we can attack with this Flicker Wisp. And have the ability to like Violent, we can like ping off the Meddling Mage, Violent Wisp, flicker out the Freebooter, cast the Plow or something. Let's attack. Get GT counters. I think I'm probably just putting in the Batterskull this turn though. They can crack me for 4 if they want to try, but we can like Violent this other Wisp. This thing would be a 4/5 attacker, so we could -1, -1, and then Mom block with the Wisp, or with the, or then Mom the Wisp block the Freebooter, eat it, and then get our Plow back. Not necessarily cast it yet though, but that's fine. I think we're just gonna pass. I guess I'm supposed to Wasteland, actually, because we're not. I don't think I'm casting Plow this turn, and I don't want them to. Oh no, they can Pontiff me. They have a second Noble. This is fine. Alright, they just concede. We did it! Alright. I don't think I have a lot for this matchup. This is definitely a matchup where you miss Path to Exile. That's for sure. Definitely want these. Probably want Relic Order. Attacking their Vials and their mana is not a terrible way to go. I guess what sucks is step 1. What sucks is these Thalias and this Prelate. It's like, that is a pretty clean in and out cut. Is there anything else better? I know I've tried Cataclysm in the past versus this deck, because sometimes you just like want to arm it like Wrath of God, their like super wide board. It doesn't feel right though. Are these Revokers any good? I guess they name like Vile and Hierarch. They're definitely not great. They don't have a lot to name. Maybe we do shave some Revokers and just like board in like some Cataclysms. Or like is one Thalia better than a Revoker? Because Thalia does legitimately like have first strike. Oh yeah, they have Mom on their deck. Alright, never mind. Revokers are staying in. We're good. We're submitting. I think Palace Jailer kind of sucks, but it is the best answer to another Palace Jailer. It's also not the worst. If you have a better board state, Jailer's obviously nuts. Or if they Jailer you and then you have Jailer them, then it's great too. This again seems like a keep. Pretty soft to Wasteland, but like Mom Revoke Grand GT and my opponent rolling to 6 seem decent here. We got Champ, Mom. Okay, we can revoke the Mom, but it makes our Mom worse. hand did they keep? They just like kept a one-lander and scryed. I mean, I'm just gonna like Rashad import them now and just win this game, right? I could wasteland them, but like that does the same thing, right? They just don't have anything. But also, trying to figure out the best way to go about this. How do we want to connect with a GT? Go to Evolve Revoker, right? I think we're just gonna attack their mana. Like even if they draw a second land, then we'll have Wasteland plus port. Yeah, we're fine here. And we can just keep hitting land drops and eventually cast a thing and mana deny them. And then we're good. So now this turn we can like Wasteland this Ancient Ziggurat and cast Phyrexian Revoker, naming the Mother of Runes. Yeah, that seems fine. Let's attack this mom. Get him. So now they need to rip 2 lands to do anything still. So I want to play this GT this turn. Land Dismember for the awkward place. I think I want to play, yeah, so I want to play GT this turn. GT means that if they draw a land, I can still play land, port them, and get my GT online. Rather than, like, playing this Wisp. Oh, they found a land. Well, we can switch this Revoker to Aether Vial later. Actually, we can just Relic Order, never mind. I'll let it tick to 1, though. Because I want to just get my GTA online instead. Do I want to plow this mom out of the way? Nah, we're getting GTA counters. I'm just thinking that like they could trade, but we'll just equip the GTA to the mom and attack. Save the plow. Okay, so they trade. That's fine. We get GT counters. They get 1 Aether Vial, and then next turn we can just Relic Ward it. Oh, I know Leonin. I wanted to port them. Leonin, I guess, does something similar. Yeah, I guess Leonin's probably free, right? Because either one lets them cast 1s. Yeah, Leonin's probably a little bit better there. I don't even care anymore. Does this game matter? Are they dead? They're pretty dead. Yeah, alright, cool. We did it! Yeah, I think that match ended like 2 or 3 turns ago. Just took us a little time to get there. D&T doesn't have the quickest clock. Humans is somewhere on this list. It's not this low, right? Humans is somewhere here. Oh, there it is. All right. 3-0. Feeling pretty good. None of the changes have really done anything. We have not drawn any of the council's judgments, even though we've boarded in 3 of them twice. But we did immediately play 2 matchups where I wouldn't have minded the paths, but I think I like a 3rd council judgment over the path against not against that Blue-Red Delver though. That Blue-Red Delver is very aggressive and likely doesn't even have True Name in it. Maybe that's True Names still. Maybe that one did. Because we didn't see any Storm Chaser mages or Soul Scar mages. Yes. Man, pretty sure we've been on the draw every time. Put him over into 6. I don't think this hand is keepable. It's certainly okay. Like 2 action spells, Wasteland Port. I usually like these hands a lot more when there's like a Vial and 4 lands, and I just like snap keep these, but what am I looking for on a 6? Thalia, Aether Vial, Mother of Runes, maybe? To the scry to the top. Getting burned? Wow. Opponent. No nonsense. Telling us like it is from turn 1 here. At least we kept a Stoneforge hand, but hopefully don't just get like Eidolon here. Oh man. Beaumont Courier. It's a little better for me than a Goblin Kid, that's for sure. I'm gonna grab Jite with the Stoneforge Mystics. We have Ancient Tomb, which is really powerful. We could, if they don't think I can equip the Jite this turn. We have a second thing to put it on too. They have 3 cards left in hand. I think I like it here more than Batterskull. Although they're very inclined to kill the Stoneforge to just get it out of the way for their Bowmat to keep hitting me. They'll probably just smack my Stoneforge Mystic here anyway. Yup. But it absorbed 3 damage and found Jite. I don't feel like it's worth playing double Revoker here, right? Maybe it is, honestly. I mean, I'm revoking this Beaumont Courier. There's nothing else to revoke in that deck. Maybe, yeah, I'd probably put them both on Beaumont. Would you go to 13 if I played both? We would have 2 blockers. They only have 2 cards left in hand. We'd have to go to 11 to play equip the Jite, though. But if we had the Jite line, we should be fine at that point. Not actually sure what's the better choice here. Beaumont Courier. Yeah, I don't want a second Revoker in play. I'm not sure this is correct at all. Certainly taking a lot of damage, and if they have an instant speed removal spell on a Revoker, then we get time walked trying to Jite them. I will for sure block. They could kill the Revoker here, and now we don't have a threat. Oh, they're just lighting up the stage. Oh no, they have. They haven't played land yet, so they can just bolt my Revoker here. So we're obviously not going to play and equip the Jite because they would just bolt my Revoker here. We're probably just going to cast the sword, honestly. It's not good. We definitely need to find a threat, but basically anything in our deck with power and toughness is good at this stage. Yep. We're at 13, though, which is a pretty respectable life total against Burn. As long as they don't find, like, a creature. Repeatable sources of damage. Pop me for 2 while they still can, sure. I was definitely going to play a Wasteland next turn to try to play around that. Ooh, Fire Blast? Just stone cold for no reason right now? Oh, they... What the heck? Wow, Bedlam Reveler Bomat Burn. Interesting. Guess that makes sense why they just shot off the Fire Blast right then and there. They have 3 cards in hand? Jeez, that's so many. They're going to draw to 4? Flicker this Bedlam Reveler. Have them discard their hand and then discard the 3 cards they drew and draw 3 different ones. Obviously, that doesn't really matter because it's totally random. If we go to 5, if I want to equip this Wisp, but I have to equip the Wisp, right, to protect it. They're running out of gases out the window. Yeah, the plan is to dodge 2 bolts in the top 4 cards in their library. I think I'm going to play the Wisp, equip sort of Fire and Ice to it, because I need something to block this Bedlam Reveler, and then if we untap, we win, because we have to play GTA and, like, smash with everything. What am I flickering? Just nothing matters. Flicker the Bedlam for meme purposes. Flicker like a Plains to bluff a Source of Plowshares or something. Wait, I can play land this turn, right? Yeah. I can play this Wasteland so we don't get popped. So we fucking go to 5 here, which hurts a lot. And we're going to hope my opponent doesn't have 2 bolts in 4 cards. Don't do it. It's like definitely not a hard ask either. Oh, that's a bolt. Don't have another one, please. I could have ported them this turn. Maybe that was more correct. Beaumont doesn't do it. Second Beaumont does it. Wow, the BM. Jesus. Nice BM, opponent. Nice BM. Just give me that inkling of hope that I lived, and then nope. Yeah, so the plan was to dodge 2 bolts, and we did not dodge 2 bolts, because we win on the untap there. Alright. Interesting build of Burn with Bedlam Reveler and Beaumont Courier. Don't even know what to expect in their deck at this point. I don't think this is a dampings for matchup. Seems much worse here. And we don't feel like we have a lot. Not even sure I want... So I definitely want these. That's the only thing I know. And light up the stage. Yeah, light up the stage. Bedlam Reveler, Beaumont Courier, Burn. I mean, light up the stage has been like more of a known quantity at this point, but like not really those other cards. I have to assume they still have like Eidolon and shit in their deck. Council Judgments are probably good enough. Usually we're only boarding Council Judgment because of like Sulfuric Vortex though, because it's just like an extremely clunky removal spell otherwise. Relic Order protecting, like, you can vial limit and protect your equipment, though, so Relic Order is probably still a pass. There's still a lot of cuts, though. Jailer, more Revokers, because it's only like 3 cuts. Do I want Jailer more than a Revoker here? Probably. Do I still want some more account? I can't imagine that the Bedlam Reveler deck has Sulfuric Vortex, right? Maybe we'll just like bring in 2 for like a Jailer and a Revoker or something. Oh no, I still needed to cut a card. We'll bring in like 1. Still like 2 drops. I just want like 2 drops, especially just like block Beaumont Couriers and shit, I guess. Wait, hang on. Did I do math bad? This is 60. Okay. Yeah, sure, whatever. I would like to play first, yes. Man, this hand really sucks against Pop. But what are the odds my opponent left in Price of Progress? Also, this hand is just like great against everything that isn't Pop, so we'll definitely keep. We have to go Vial into Chalice Mom into Stoneforge. Do like no 1-drop, which means no creature. Stoneforge Mystic for vehicles and Modern Horizons. I know Patrick has been shouting about that for forever. I don't think it's very likely, especially because they printed, like... I guess in Modern Horizons it makes more sense than a standard set, because, like, Parhelion 2 or whatever the thing is suddenly, like, a lot easier when it's not 8 mana. Yeah. Alright, so if they shadow the Chalice, at least they're, helps clear the path for the Stoneforge Mystic next turn. I wonder what I'm doing with that Mystic. Jite or Batterskull. We're playing versus Burn. We're playing versus, like, Beaumont Courier, Bedlam Reveler, Burn. Ooh, nice. Solid line. I can respect your Moxie opponent, but I don't miss my Chalice triggers on Moto. Oh, wow. Just a 1-lander, huh? Deal. This game feels pretty over all of a sudden. Especially because we just have a bunch of Roshan ports in hand. Alright, that's just mean. Chalice on 1 seems good against opponents with 1 land. Indeed. I would recommend it. Suspend a Rift Bolt. Oh, this is cast another Beaumont Courier into the Chalice, sure. And then pass the turn. There's no point in this, right? Opponent is not, like, fueling their Bedlam Revelers. They're just chucking them into the void here. Also, we're going to get Jite because we can just turn it on this turn. We have to Lotus Petal our Caracas, but we can just get in with Jite now. They're discarding the hand size anyway. I guess, maybe, sure. Let's leave this on 2. More 2s on draw, I think, than 3s. Like that one. Also, opponent's just incredibly dead. How did they BM? We were dead to, like, we're dead to 2 bolts and like almost nothing else, and they lava spiked me in the face, putting me to 2, and then like played a Beaumont Courier and attacked with their guys. And I blocked 1, and the Beaumont Courier put me to 1, and I was gonna untap and win, and then they like bolted me before damage. Instead of just like spike bolt kill you. What is BM? Usually like bad manners, bitch move. I've heard multiple things, but it's generally just like not like just doing things to just kind of like do a victory lap rather than actually just like killing your opponent or whatever. Opponent gonna fire off a lightning bolt here. A 3rd Beaumont Courier maybe. Ah, Swift Spear, nice. Trolling. I don't know. Yeah. They're so dead. I have to win game 3, though, which is a little bit more obnoxious against Burn. Trolling is very similar. Maybe identical to BM? I'll just take this file to 3, nothing matters. Are they dead next turn? I think so. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. Oh, they can cast a spell. Can't be a shatter, though. Okay, like you can actually use RNG cards to give your opponent outs. Make sure 8, 9, 10, 14, yeah. Pump. Pump. Opponent doing math, seeing they're dead maybe? Nope, pump. And pump. And now you're dead. Gotta like fire off 2 spells first. Just really drag it out. Nope, they're just dead. Cool. We did it. Ugh. Alright, so opponent has a ton of creatures. So makes me like kind of just want Revokers in as blockers, especially on the draw. Like I think I just don't want the Council's Judgment as much as I just want things to cast on turn 2 and like put in front of their guys. Chalice seemed pretty nutty. I have to imagine there are like 4 smashes in the sideboard. Pretty sure those are just like stapled to the sideboard's very burn deck. We could even like cut a Recruiter or something for another Revoker. Just like block more. Recruiter is decent because it finds Thalia, Stoneforge, or Prelate, but it is traditionally extremely slow in the matchup. Because we got the Sword, right? It's something I usually do against Burn, just because if your first 2 equipment are... You never search Sword before you search Battlespeed or GT anyway. And if you're at the point where you have already gotten these 2 shattered, you're probably dead. This looks like it might be fine. This seems like a keep. Yeah, 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. None of them are super good, except for the, like, Chalice and Mom are still good, but... Put a mulligan to 6 deal. Burn mulliganing is always great. Swift Spear. Alright, we're gonna hope this Mother Rose doesn't get C-ringed. Oh, never mind, we're just gonna play the Aether Vial. Such a risky BM in a big turn once after he got slow rolled the match before. Man, I don't know. BMing is just like not my thing, really. Maybe it is. Maybe I can appreciate a good BM. I don't know how I feel about like BMs when the opponent doesn't know if they're dead. Like, I guess like that's slow rolling, right? Slow rolling is like they're actually waiting. But like if you're just dead and the opponent's just like casting spells for fun, I care about that less. I think. Make your opponent sweat. I don't know. I have nothing against it. Light up the stage is pretty good here. Well, that Fire Blast less good. Chalice our opponent. Hopefully my life doesn't get smashed to smithereens. If they just like smash Fire Blast attack for 1,000,000. That'd be like 7 plus 6. Jesus, we would be so dead. If they have like a bolt, we might actually be dead to that. But if we don't die here, we're looking pretty decent for stabilizing. Sure. Are they giving me hope that they're not going to smash this Chalice? Just move to combat. Don't use the 2 mana. You don't have anything. Skewer. Well, that's pretty good. Do I have to chump block with his mom? Slaughtering is the least creative form of EM. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Yeesh. I think I'm going to chump block with his mom to gain 4 life. They only have 1 card left in hand, so the Sarah Avenger already like blocks these Swift Spears relatively well. I think I just want to go to 7 here instead of fucking 3. Yeah. Goodbye, Mom. So now we cast the Wisp for no value just so we can keep blocking these things, and we have Avenger to ambush fight or something. Really big ambush viper though. So Wisp trades, Avenger would eat, that would be fine. After that is the still had all D's BM. Yeah, I don't like that one either. When like you just get like horribly crushed and your opponent reveals their hand, it's like, alright, sure. Cool, you had all these other cards that beat me. Alright, this Avenger's good because it means that I can just attack. It's got vigilance. I'm taking this up to 3. I think so. We can cast all of our 2s. Not great draws. Do I want to attack with this Wisp? I think I do. I want to kill them. It's really risky. But, like, our hand is going flat nowhere. I think I need to attack with this Wisp and just get them dead. Before they, like, draw lands or things to get out of this. When they start killing their own stuff to show off, yeah. That's just, like, unnecessary. Alright, let's draw something. That's not something. Hopefully this chalice just limps me to the finish line here. They have, like, land searing blaze. We just actually die to that, don't we? Ugh, that would be bad. Although I don't think I could beat land searing blaze anyway, even if, like, I had the Flicker Wisp back. I think I just need to kill them. Interesting choice of attacking now. I mean, I'm definitely priced into blocking. They just want to get me to 6 life, maybe? Or even 5 if they have a bull. Which is weird that they cashed in that bolt instead of, like, cashing it to deal it damage or something. Yeah, put me to 6. And then... Oh. Oh, okay, that's fair. Skewer. This is the real Shin Rider, the hacker. Oh no. The hacker's in. That was a pretty good... I wasn't considering Skewer. Can we draw, like... good card? It's okay. So we can race, right? I think I have to race this. I have a 3-turn clock. And I'm just going to port this mountain. They can cast a 1-drop every turn and into the chalice, and they also have a 3-turn clock, but we still win that race, as the board currently sits, at least. And I think my draws should be a lot better than my opponent's. Like, they could fire off a bolt here or something. Going to 4 does put me in Fire Blast range. But we're not going to 4 yet. I don't know why people love to add mana. I don't know. It's the weirdest thing. I hate clicking through that window of, like, you have mana floating in your mana pool. All right, well that's a blocker, so that's good. We're gonna play this Wasteland so I don't get, like, popped. Because I can, like, Wasteland my own port if need be. I don't know how I get popped, but I don't know. We're just making sure we don't fucking die. Alright, we should be okay now, I think. They get, like, land... They get, like, land Fire Blast Skewer me or something. Alright. That was close. Ugh. We got there in the end. And now we're 4-0. Pretty nice. Let's burn on this list. Burn's got to be higher than this, right? Everyone started playing burn for, like, yeah, I've actually played against it a bunch for some reason. We lost game 1, actually. One game's 2 and 3. Let's get our first trophy, maybe. We'll see. Last time I 4'd out on Tuesday, I think, and then when people in chat was like, hey, don't queue into Landon, and then we immediately queued into Landon and then got dumpstered. To be fair, that was very funny. Yeah, it was definitely worth it. The amusement was definitely greater than like the pride of 5-0ing. It was certainly just a lot funnier than it was like, oh no. I missed this message. I hit myself with Cricket's head. Oh, just more BM stuff. Alright. Plasmonic is our opponent, not Landon. We finally won the die roll. I think this is the first one so far, and I almost like hit no for some reason. The fact that you trophy is a little easier is pretty unfortunate. I do think I 4-1 a lot. Like, we're pretty successful here, but I always get like very little trophies. It's just like, Dozen Texas is not a very good 5-0ing deck, I don't think. Sometimes you just like die to yourself because you're not a blue deck. Seems, man, I've been keeping like Vile, Plainsport, Wasteland hands a lot. We're gonna keep keeping these hands and hope my opponent's playing a fair deck. If they are playing a fair deck, we get to like crush them. Opponent said, hey, good luck, have fun, so we're gonna get turn 1 Grizzle branded here. This is not a turn 1 Grizzle brand. This is in fact much better for me than a turn 1 Grizzle brand. That's also a good draw. I think DD is very polarized. Lots of 50-50. Like, it's definitely not. DD does not have a lot of polarized matchups at all. You're definitely very close to the middle of the bar. You don't get a lot of free wins, but you don't like auto lose to a lot of decks. I'm just gonna port here. I don't think I want to plow this Mimic. I get like Wasteland and Plow, but I just don't think I care about it. Save the Plow for like a Thought on the stack or something. I could get punished if they play a Chalice, but we have Wisp, so I think I'd rather port. Should be roughly 4 times likely to 4 than 5. 4-1 than 5-0 with a good win rate. Makes sense, I think. I don't know stats. Guess I can have 6, I'm not doing anything. 5 times likely 50% win rate. Yeah, we have more than that, but like not by a huge amount. Yeah, if we like Chalice here, then I feel like kind of an idiot. Endless One. Oh, that's pretty bad against Flicker Wisp. Tick up. Classic. So which one am I wastelanding? Which one am I porting? I think I'm wastelanding the 2 and just porting this Temple. Man, I hope they attack. Just fucking get them. What could go wrong, opponent? This deck has a bunch of Thalias in it. There's no way they attack. Ooh, wasteland my port. Fun. Yeah. Definitely tick this up. I think I want to hold up Plow here since this is like they can cast Thought-Knot Seers now. Rather than like cast a useless Mom. Casting the Vile might be okay, but I think I would rather just hold up a Plow. We have Wisp, we can just kill this Endless One if we want. Which is probably what I'm going to do. Kind of want to get the second File down. That's greedy. Yeah. I'd File, yeah. Filing might be the right call there. Yeah, this Val's likely going to 4. Alright, Matter Reshaper, huh? Guess I'm planning this Matter Reshaper. Do I care about this Mimic being at 3-2? Am I going to block it? Probably not. We're just, like, winning this race. I guess maybe I am going to block it because I want a Jailer, right? I could Violent Wisp, kill the Endless One, block the Mimic, untap, eat the Reshaper, and still have Plow up, right? Or I could Plow the Mimic, Flicker Wisp the Endless One, Jailer the... or Plow the Reshaper. But I am concerned about, like, Smasher, though. So I think I like the blocking line more. Kill this Endless One. Trade with this Mimic. Take this Val up to 4. Second land is cool. Jailer the Reshaper. I think I want to play the Vial. D&T is polarizing matchups. Mostly depends on how good mana balance. I don't think so. I think a lot of matchups are, like, pretty close. You don't get a lot of free wins, but, like I said, you don't get a lot of free wins if you don't auto-lose, and, like, against, like, Miracles, your mana denial isn't very good, but, like, the matchup is still very tight. Yeah, so now we have Smasher Insurance here. Would you play Blue-White Taxes featuring 4 Meddling Mages for a donation? I don't know how you would fit 4 Meddling Mages, but I'd play most decks. Blue-White Tax is the deck I was, like, marginally interested in at some point. I'll play anything for donations. Yes, I will play basically anything for donations, that's true. We played fucking Blue-White Rebels. That was fun. Even Storm, yes. We also did play Storm yesterday. Rebels was sick. Rebels was pretty sweet. Not gonna lie. Let's just grab Batter Skull. It's probably fine. Play fast combos easy. You don't play Chalice. It's hard when I play blue. It's kind of even. Depends on which blue. Yeah, a lot of your blue matchups are pretty close. I think the combo matchups are kind of overblown. Like, people think that their combo decks are generally, like, better against Death and Taxes than they actually are. But that's mostly because Death and Taxes players suck. Getting Smashered again? That'd be kind of annoying. They couldn't, like, they could take Monarchy for a turn, yeah. I think that's fine. Like, they get the Reshaper back, then we just get Batter Skull online, and then we block the Smasher forever. Rather than, like, stack blocking here. Double block? Why would I double block? And I just, like, lose both my dudes for no reason? And don't kill the Smasher? Thought about not attacking with the Jailer because of this. Combo players more control over control and combo matchup. That does make sense. I'd agree with that. But, like, them taking Monarchy from me for one turn isn't the end of the world. Like, this Matter Reshaper doesn't actually mean anything. Well, 2 Matter Reshapers kind of means something. Maybe I shouldn't have blocked Attack with Jailer. So we could not put in this Batter Skull, and we can Wisp our Jailer and eat the Smasher, right? And then we have 4 blockers versus 2 Reshapers. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Really bad against another Smasher. Otherwise, we're gonna have to put in Batter Skull. We like double block this, but they can take Monarchy back. I don't think I need to Flicker Wisp this turn, especially because we have Batter Skull in hand. This Blast Zone isn't doing anything this turn. If they attack with everything, we would just double block the Smasher, take 6, take 2. They get Monarchy, but then we Flicker Wisp. No, we lose the Jailer. We lose the Germ, not the Jailer. We Flicker Wisp. Kind of like Wisping. Yeah, I agree with that, Worm. The D&T player does not have a lot of agency in some of the combo matchups. That's why I dislike the Storm matchup a lot, just because it's like not very interesting from the Death and Taxes side a lot of the time. No, not the draw I was looking for, but let's just eat the Smasher. If they take with everything, they're likely dead. Well, I guess that does make sense. They are at 9. I think they're pretty dead this way, too. Unless there's like a third Smasher, then maybe not. Non-blue fair versus combo is very little agency in that. Yeah, for sure. Less so in like the sneak matchups. I don't actually hate the sneak matchups nearly as much. Blocks like this, I guess. They do get to draw 2 cards. I'm keeping both my 3s in play. Maybe I should actually trade the Avenger instead of the Wisp, just to like play around this Blast Zone. I just don't think they have the time to use this Blast Zone, though. Right? I can, like, draw 2 cards here, but then what? I think we're still pretty fine on board, especially we're getting Batter Skull, and yeah, I think these blocks are fine. Ooh, GT is scary. Ballista, less so. Their mana's not very good for Ballista right now. Porco alone players absolutely hate sneak matchup. Yeah, definitely. Everybody has their matchup they don't want to see. Oof, TKS hurts a lot. That's actually really bad. Suddenly we might just fucking die to this GT. Yikes. I'm thinking about playing the Ballista for 1. Doesn't seem great. Blast Zone and aggro? Yeah, I'm kind of confused. Endless 1 for 4, huh? A lot of bad news bears. I think we want this on 3. This one doesn't matter. We draw like a good card? Maybe? Because we get to keep Monarchy for a little bit longer. Yeah, it could be like a flex land. Maybe they're playing like 1 or 2 Blast Zones over like some other random colorless flex land. This draw doesn't do a lot. We only have 1 Jailer in the deck, and it's already dead. We can go get Wisps or like Revoker to stop this GT after it like massacres my board. And they have a Ballista in hand. Jeez, this is bad. Imagine if that recruiter was a Goblin Matron, and like all the creatures in my in play were goblins or something. Imagine this matchup would have ended up a little bit differently. Assume equip the GT. We couldn't do it for anything. Wow, that is like infinitely worse than I have Flicker Wisp in my hand, right? Maybe you're supposed to just let them take Monarch and throw it back. Yeah, I thought about it. Like that's the turn I considered the choice between like putting in Battle Skull or like Flicker Wisping and stuff. Not attacking with both? I have Monarchy. I'm just gonna chump block with the Mother of Runes now. I feel like attacking with that thought. I guess they are at 6, but they have 2 GT counters. I don't like not attacking there, I don't think. Mimic. What on earth am I recruiting for here? Jesus. Wait, are they dead? I recruit for Stoneforge? Now they can ping off this Stoneforge, right? And even then, I can only deal 7, and they could go to... I don't think they're dead. But what's the best recruit? I guess let's look at the deck, so I can make this choice a little bit more educated. Yeah, I was thinking Wisp is probably the best choice. I'd consider a Revoker if this Ballista weren't in their hand. I was hoping they, like, pinged there. Yeah, I feel like it's just got to be Wisp and just try to like get them dead with this this Sarah Avenger. Recruiter for a recruiter than Wisp. I don't like that. Thalia is not actually the worst. Like forces a GT use. Or otherwise it just blocks and it gets Caracas. Not super useful. There's a chance we can stabilize. We'll see what my opponent does here. It's certainly a sweat. What do I got here? Endbringer. That doesn't do shit. Are you just dead? I'll think it back as like a smasher, right? What's exiled to this? Oh, it's on their side, right? I can't wait. I think the smasher's exiled to the Palace Jailer, but it's dead. Oh yeah, it's dead, so it's definitely a smasher, but it doesn't matter. Pretty sure they just lose now. Yeah, they have nothing. I can just Flicker Wisp the GT and then lethal them, right? Just lethal them with the Sarah Avenger. No, they could ping the Wisp, gain 2 life, and they're not dead. Flicker GT instead, hang on. If I flicker Recruiter instead, that's better, right? Because then they would have to ping the Recruiter, and then I attack for lethal, and then they'd have to ping the Wisp. Wait, no, that puts me in the same spot. No, then they'd be dead. They would be dead there. So I think I have to flicker this Recruiter in the main 2. Flicker Stoneforge. That could be an option. Does that guarantee lethal? That might guarantee lethal. Yeah, that should be that's the play. Good call. Well, it's not Xaxes, because like they also have to ping off this Wisp, so we'd be attacking for like 10. And if they ping off the Stoneforge here, then they obviously just also die. I'll get to that in a second as soon as we go to sideboarding. This is well played. This is game 1 though, right? Send the squad. We got there. One of the cards is Ballistos. They can't even like they can't even cast Dismember or some nonsense. Anyway, got a notification. Rose, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Man, I burned a ton of time in that game 1. Not grabbing that. Sarah Avenger's like really. I fucking cut a Sarah Avenger today because I was like, I think Sarah Avenger's getting worse in the current meta, and then like we continue to draw this one Sarah Avenger, and it like has been amazing every time. They had an out of kill your Stoneforge at end step. Hope you don't bounce Thalia, and hope you don't find a land. No, then if they kill the Stoneforge with the GD Cowers, we can just attack for lethal with the Flicker Wisp and the Sarah Avenger. All right, Gidgely or Lackey. We'll hopefully get our 5-0 here. We're gonna try our best. Anyway, bring in at least these things, and cut all these terrible moms, and cut a Thalia. Wait, no, hang on, cut the Prelate before the Thalia. And I guess we'll think about some number of Cataclysm. I never like Cataclysm, especially against like the aggressive, like they'll draw these stompy lists. Cataclysm has just like never been super impressive. Thalia also sucks a lot, so certainly a toss-up. Cataclysm is poop. I agree. Bring in Containment Priest for the Flick Wisp Wombo combo. I can see like shaving a Thalia. I hate drawing like multiple Thalias in this matchup is so bad. One Thalia isn't that bad sometimes because you have like Crocus or First Strike with equipment are like not the worst, but I don't know. Like would Cataclysm have ever been good that match? Probably not. They'll probably try to aggro you down. Yeah, it's probably even worse on the draw than it is on the play. Is there anything better? Would I rather it was Prelate Thalia? No. Yeah, I'll just resubmit. I'll just draw like Ancient Tomb Damping Sphere into some other nonsense. Yeah, that sounds good enough. Wasteland, Damping Sphere, Vials. This game's great. Last few, yeah, the last few slots aren't like really that important. I mean, we could just like this game is great if we're on the play, on the draw. They could just like fucking run me over with Mimic, Thought Knot, Smasher, or whatever. I don't think I'm supposed to wasteland this eye. I think I just want to try to get. Damage Sphere is actually worse against eye. I think I just want to get this Aether Vial in play. Yeah, Stoneforge Mystic and removal and mana denial are your big things. This is certainly starting to get scary. Maybe I'll wasteland the eye now. Maybe I'll wasteland the eye now. We're taking like 7, but then next turn we'll have like Stoneforge for like Batterskull, Revoker, and stuff. I think I want to wasteland this eye to just cut them off of like their big things. If they just keep playing small things, it doesn't matter a whole lot. I'm concerned if they have a second eye, but I think that's a risk I'm willing to take. No! No! I can't beat, like, most of these cards. I mean, I guess we can, like, Revoker the GT or something. Let's figure this out. How are we not fucking dying? Well, that's a start, but I need to cast these things. Croc is the eye. So I need to I need to revoke this GT, but I also need to get my Stoneforge online. So I think I can't do either. I can't Sphere or Plow this turn, I think. I think I need to revoke the GT and Violent Stoneforge for Batterskull next turn. And just hope they don't have, like, Land Thought-Knot or something. Whatever they equip. I guess that's also reasonable. Takes more damage off the board. Instant speed revoker to beat equip. Next level plays. It's less mana efficient if I use the plow, though, right? I guess it's the same, right? Because the rover's like free next turn. So we just don't get like fucking thought knotted here. That would suck a lot. At least we could plow it, but then what? Yeah, this damage turn actually just like looks pretty terrible right now. I could actually block like the Mimic here. I don't think I want to though. I'm taking 7, then we have Stoneforge, and then we should be okay, right? Because we'll have Stoneforge plus Plow up after that. Yeah, I think I'm just taking this. Yeah, I can't. I don't think I can block yet. It's definitely close. Take these vials up. Let's draw a creature. That's a creature. I'll certainly take it. Funny thing is, this damage sphere might just end up getting like pitched to a smasher trigger. Jam Wet Ball instead of Batterskulling? What? I think the plan is to grab Skull even if you trade for Revoker. Yeah, I was planning on doing that regardless. And then like using the Plow to prevent the GT trigger the following turn. It's like a Ballista. Skull seems like infinitely better than Wet Ball when we're at 4 life facing down this army. The Ballista were still fine, right? Yeah. So Ballista resolves. Maybe they'll make their Mimic a 1/1. Dang. Yeah, they can't reliably attack. They can get their GT online if they want. But then we'll have the Plow ready, right? I don't think I'm supposed to fire off the Plow on anything. I want to attack. I have to attack into like a Smasher, though. I can use the Plow to try to figure out what to do here. think I'm getting... Am I getting Jite with this, or am I getting Sword? Jite is good if they ping off my Revoker, right? Sword just seems like kind of anemic here. I don't think this Revoker is going to keep living, so I think I want Jite. Honestly, not sure. I think I might grab Jite. I think their plan is to ping off the Revoker and like try to get their thing online, but... Wasteland's really good here, right? I can Wasteland this temple and, like, stop getting thrashed. I think I'm attacking. I might use the plow to keep the germ alive. We'll see how this goes. I think I just need to gain life. We're so low. Okay, they're just going to chump and ping the Revoker. That's fine. We can beat that because we have this plow. I don't wet ball now, right? Because I can just wasteland this Eldrazi temple and put in Jite. And then we should be fine. You get a waste plus put in Jite plus plow. Yeah, that's my plan. Oh, they're equipping to the Reshaper. Perfect. Now we just get to plow that out of the way, too. Zichi, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Also, yeah, sorry I didn't comment. We're running a little bit low on time, and I'm a little concerned. Oh man, Council's Judgment too? Do I Judgment this Jite off? And just attack? I think I do. We're so low. Because if I equip Jite on a Battery Skull and attack, they can block with the Endless One and technically trade with the Germ using their Jite counters, and then they can like Jite up their Mimic and hit me, right? It's amazing that we've had Damping Sphere in our opening hand, and we've just fucking never actually used it. Alright, we're at 8 life. Feeling a little bit less pressured. Just about the creature somewhat freely. Yeah, be like moderately free. You gonna revoke my GTA now? We have like 7 minutes left. I really hope we win this game, because we're not gonna have a lot of time to win another game. Yeah, we don't have any counters on the GTA. Oh geez, a plow? Alright, yeah, this game's over. Just gonna double block it? Yeah, sure. Oh no! Stop! Stop being in this game! Is it time to bring the end? Looks like it's time to bring the end, yeah. Alright, we should be okay still. The Sarah Avenger means that we have 2 creatures to attack with, so the Endbringer can't just stonewall us. David Spirit is a pretty sweet card, though. But I do agree with Lackey. Sorry, I'm not commenting on anything. We're really running low on time. But I kind of agree that it's much worse against the aggressive stompy decks, for sure. Good old Ancient Tomb plus Wet Ball. Yeah, so you can play your Wet Ball on turn 1. Duh. Ping my face, sure. Let me kill you! This should be... We're tagging 4 lethal. I think they'll have to block with the Revoker, right? That ping seems worse than drawing a card. Don't they have to, like, take 2 damage to draw a card, so they're just dead? Liquid Batterskull. Could I have done something different there? Whatever, they were dead. Oh, we got the 5-0. Ugh. We could have got the Batterskull. We only had 4 mana because of the Wet Ball, and also we were in the middle of combat, not in our main phase. If that's what you were saying. I'm not sure. Whew. Man, the damage throw was so good, guys. See, we played it and we won. What deck is this humans? No, we're just playing Death and Taxes. Zichi. Good old mono white. I mean, they didn't know they were dead. They did, right? Oh no, they didn't know that in Sarah Avenger. Right. I'd watch Detective Pikachu. I think I'm watching it tomorrow. So yeah, they didn't know they were dead, but they have to take 2 damage to draw a card, and they're at 4 life, right? How does Death and Taxes work? Sounds familiar. So it's a really weird anomaly in the Legacy format. It's a very, like, Death by 1,000 Cuts sort of deal, where you play a lot of taxing cards, like Thalia, Wasteland, Rashadan Port, to attack your opponent's mana base, and kind of take advantage of the fact that everyone plays, like, a bunch of, a lot of people play non-creature spells in this format, like just cheap blue cantrips. And then on the other side, you have your aggressive package that you miss out in Modern, which is like Stoneforge Mystic, which helps you close games out a lot better with your GTA sort of Fire Knight's Batterskull package. And then you have a bunch of, like, silly things you get to do with Aether Vial, Flicker Wisp, Recruiter of the Guard, that sort of deal. But I'm using you haven't deleted the Tithe Takeaways. I've never deleted a deck from my just from Moto. I just leave them all there. That's the point, right? If they don't draw a land, they have to take 2. Is that right? Oh, if they don't draw a land, they have to take 2 because they can just tap the 2 mana and see if they can rip a land. Drawing a card's probably better there. Yes, I agree. Like, they're not. I'm at 20. They're not going to ping me down. But it is really risky drawing a card, because they go to 2, they have to prevent the Stoneforge from attacking. I attack with the other Stoneforge, and then they have to go to 1, and then that's the only card they can draw. And then the following turn, they have to chump block with their Phyrex or whatever they die, assuming I have nothing. How did Ant go? We 3-2'd barely. I was like so fucking bad at that deck. As in they can draw a land and not take it. Yeah, I got that. If they tap the 2 non-ancient tombs and then rip a non-ancient tomb, they can play that. We 0-2'd into 3-2'd with Ant. It was like, it did not look good. We did get an amazing clip, though, where we thought seized Rich Shea, and his hand was Ancient Tomb, Vesuva, Chalice, Trinisphere, and I just conceded. Even with Cyrus here going 3 speaks out terrible apart. Hey, Cyrus is only here for like 1.5 matches, okay? And Cyrus isn't the type to just tell you, oh, this is how you win. He was like, oh yeah, you can win here. And then like I had to sit there for 5 minutes and like, God, how the fuck do I win with this deck? We need more Ant, practice with Ant. Honestly, if I had to sign a contract and never play Death and Taxes again, I would probably be an Ant player. I had 2 great clips. Which was the second great clip? Anyway, I need to like find someone to host. As much as I enjoy talking to you fine folks. So I was basically here to troll and say that he would have won because he's better. That's also true. You're just like, yeah, just like never mull a hand. It's fine. You can't lose with 6 if you keep all your 7s. Oh, Arkin's streaming. We got Arkin. Arkin's great. Sounds like Cyrus, yeah. Definitely sounds like Cyrus. I enjoy Depths. I thought about it. Depths seems like a deck. I'm not sure, actually. Depths seems like a deck I might enjoy, but it might be a little bit too linear for me. Like, Ant always goes from point A to point B, but, like, there are a lot of different routes, whereas Depths, I feel like, is a lot more make a Merit Lage hit them, and it's like there's not a lot of, like, as much, like, cool nonsense you get to do. Not as many tricks. Maybe humans. I played a human. I tried humans in Modern. I just, like, I did not care for it. I also tried the humans deck in Legacy for a little bit. I liked it more. But anyway, I'm very tired. I get stressed after, like, when I 4-0 and have to, like, play the 5th one for the trophy. But we got there, no thanks to most of these cards. The Damning Sphere was just fucking horrible, and we never cast it. I guess we drew a Council's Judgment. That was really good that game, so I'll force you to a forward opinion at some point. I would be open to it. I'm definitely not opposed to Depths. It's a deck that I would definitely play. But anyway, what else did we change? Like, we cut a Sarah Avenger, or I cut the Tomic, which should be a Sarah Avenger. Because I was like, oh, Avenger's probably not good. And then Avenger was just amazing this league, so it just goes to show you, like, obviously one league's worth of matches is not very testing, but there's still a lot of depth to the format, and there's just like a lot of decks. There's a chance that like I could be playing 3 Revoker and still be playing 2 Avenger, and just like my flex card is the 3rd Revoker instead. I don't know. Anyway, I am very tired, so thanks everybody for watching today. Hope you had a good time. As always, if you want to support the channel, you can follow, subscribe, or donate. Follows are totally free, help you know I'm going live, help other people find my content. Subscriptions get you a sweet Thalia emote. And donations, I do donation deck lists. We played Ant this week. We played Blue-White Rebels last week. We've been doing a lot of nonsense recently. I think Chad just likes to watch me struggle with decks I don't know how to play. Because I don't like practice any of these decks beforehand off stream. I just like go in cold every time. But anyway, you can also find my Twitter and YouTube links down below the screen. You can also support me by following me on Twitter, subscribe to my YouTube, yada yada. Let's host Arkin. He's playing Grixis. Wow, gross. But Arkin's also a great guy. Streams a shit ton of Legacy. Also, my stream just died, so I'm hosting.